Happy Christmas, everybody who celebrates Christmas. I hope you had a wonderful day yesterday. Today we're talking exercise and sleep health. So I had an experience, which I'll share with you today, where I wasn't sleeping. I had the most awful insomnia, and I tried to exercise myself into exhaustion, and it didn't work, which I found fascinating. I just got more and more wired and went more and more crazy. But so I did some research, and exercise has been shown to improve total sleep time, to improve your quality of sleep, to improve like feelings of refreshment when you wake up after 12 weeks of training. But there is conflicting research in what kind of exercise is best. And the rest of what I'm going to say is really from my own experience. And, you know, I've got 20 years of experience, 22 years of experience working with women. And I've also suffered from sleep disorders myself, and stress and mental health disorders. So take all this with a grain of salt, understand it, that you probably need to see a professional if you're having problems. And then also understand that trying these little tweaks are pretty harmless, and measuring the results in terms of, you know, how you're sleeping is sort of imperative to understand if it works for you. Because, you know, before I started measuring my sleep, I've got an Aura ring here, but before I started measuring my sleep, I thought I was awake all night. And what I discovered was, no, I'm not awake all night. I actually dream about not sleeping. So my REM sleep is like still to this day taken up with, oh, why can't I sleep? But I'm literally dreaming. So this is my tips for great sleep and using exercise to enhance it, and avoiding exercise that's going to be to your detriment if you're having a few sleep issues. So if you must exercise hard, if you must flog yourself because that's what you need and want, then do it in the morning, and preferably keep the hard component under 20 minutes. So the reason for this is prolonged hard exercise, you start to release, you know, stress hormone, and it's likely if you're having sleep disorders that you've already got plenty of that, and we want to keep it down. So keep it under 20 minutes. By all means go hard, but keep it under 20 minutes. Make sure it's hard enough that you're done after 20 minutes, and then spend the rest of your time stretching, releasing, movement work, yoga, weights. Okay? If you only have time to exercise in the evening, then you want to make sure it's either gentle and wind down style movement like yoga, tai chi, or it's something that brings you joy. Okay. Like I'll go windsurfing in the evening and it doesn't keep me awake. But if I do a Hapkido grading where I'm stressed because I want to do well, I'm awake like until 2 or 3 in the morning. I can't sleep after gradings. Aerobic training around a 6 out of 10 intensity is normally okay. So it's like a breathless walk, but not like hill or stair sprints. Or heavy weights with a long rest period. So you're doing sets of 5 or 6 and you've got 3 or 4 minutes off in between each set. That sort of exercise goes okay in the evening if you're also trying to mitigate sleep problems. If you don't have sleep problems, you don't have sleep problems. Don't worry about it. If you're going through a stressful period, then and your sleep is suffering, then you want to keep your exercise intensity as low as possible just for that period. Any exercise you do, make it sort of movement based, make it a healing sensation. Again, if you feel healed when you flog yourself, that's fine, but keep it short. Do it outside and make it joyful if you can. So do it with friends, or do it on the beach, or, you know, whatever floats your boat, whatever brings you joy and makes you feel happy, content, and like you're living your best life. Now, HIIT and endurance training will have a positive effect on sleep, providing you've eaten enough calories, vitamins, nutrients, you're hydrated, you're not stressed, you're not injured, and you're well rested. So if all things are equal, like high intensity and long endurance exercise at any time is fine for sleep, and it will actually help you sleep. But, you know, there's those few instances if you haven't eaten well, haven't drunk aren't hydrated and are stressed in particular, that you just probably want to wind it down a little bit or confine it to the morning. So if you have any questions, feel free to direct message me. Otherwise, have a wonderful new year, and I will see you in January.